Hello and welcome, and thank you for joining us today for our daily reading from our book, A Day Book of Comfort and Joy by Sarah Von Brethnock, Simple Abundance. Here is our affirmational reading for positive mindset and mindful expression, December 17, 2020. Act 2. For years I wanted to be older, and now I am. Margaret Atwood. The other day I switched on the television while I was waiting for the kettle to boil and caught a glimpse of my favorite actress in a cable movie. I was thunderstruck at how much older she seemed since the last time I'd seen her. If this gorgeous, high-maintenance personal trainer using spa attending woman was visibly maturing, what did a low-maintenance carpool schlepping suburban mother and stressed-out writer on deadline look like? How old do I look? I asked my daughter when I picked her up at school. Old enough to be my mother, the wag shot back. Am I showing my age? I asked a good friend over lunch. No more than I'm showing mine, she assured me. How vividly I remembered an evening in my 16th year when a friend of my parents, who I thought was in his dotage mid-40s, brought his beautiful new fiancée over to dinner to introduce her to the family. Mike had been an eligible bachelor for many years. Susan had been a Miss America runner-up. It was all very romantic, and I wanted all the juicy details. At one point I asked Susan, with that casual, insufferable insouciance of smart-ass teenager, "How old are you?" The only sound in the living room was my mother's eyebrows rising. Susan's warm smile broke through the awkward embarrassment. 32, she said matter-of-factly. The gulp of the soda I was just about to swallow spurted out into the air. 32? And you're getting married for the first time? It's a miracle I'm alive to recount this tale. Young lady, my mortified mother admonished me, you should be ashamed of yourself. We do not ask women older than ourselves their age. Apologize to Susan immediately. No, please. Susan laughed at the rest of the room, broke up. She's all right. Do you think 32 is too old to be a bride? Of course I did, unless she was going to be a bride of Methuselah, except that Susan didn't look middle-aged. She looked absolutely fabulous. She was the most glamorous older woman I had ever seen in person. But waiting until you were that old to get married, especially when you were gorgeous, was beyond my conception. Now, of course, I know from personal experience why she was marrying for the first time at such an advanced age, but it was too late, and at that moment Cupid marked me. 2 weeks after I married my husband, I celebrated my 32nd birthday. As I remember, it was a very good year. Now, like many of my women friends, I'm discovering that Act 2 is much more interesting than Act 1. Act 1 just sets the scene. Who our heroine is, where she comes from, the forces that shape her. It's in Act 2 that the creative tension really begins to build as their story unfolds. Act 2 is teeming with twists and turns as the pivotal moments of choice come into view. Act 2 reveals the dramatic center of her authentic plot. What will happen next? How will our heroine cope? How will she change? What will happen next? How will our heroine cope? How will she change? We simply can't move into Act 2 until we have several decades under our belt. Hopefully, we are wiser, more experienced, self-confident, courageous, and canny. Suddenly, there's more depth and breadth to the script we create. In middle age, we are apt to reach the horrifying conclusion that all sorrow, all pain, all passionate regret and loss and bitter disillusionment are self-made. The novelist Kathleen Norris confessed in 1931. But now we know how to change all that, don't we? I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. And there you have our December 17, 2020 affirmational reading a positive mindset, and mindful expression. Act 2. Thank you for being here, friends. Take care of you. Take care of me. God bless. And I hope to see you tomorrow.